Hello, welcome to GameGazm's Christmas Countdown. I'm Bren.
I'm Jay. And Bren, what have we got today?
Today, Jason, we've got Zelda, the Skyward Sword! Zelda. Do I really need to explain why? Well, I'm going to, as many people weren't that keen on Skyward Sword, but I really got into it. My favourite is still Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, but this one I liked for the motion controls, and I always find myself playing a Zelda game over the Christmas holidays, and this was the last one I played. Being able to control Link's sword in a new way added a lot to the Zelda franchise, and I love swishing that Wiimote around like a boss. I often had to move my table out of the way, as one time whilst playing I swiftly and aggressively swiped a full can of beer off the table. Beer everywhere, and it was during a boss battle, so I was a little flustered. The atmosphere to Skyward Sword was a lot brighter and livelier than previous games. Twilight Princess was quite a dark game, and I loved it, but Skyward Sword was a pleasant trip into a sunny sky world, and Zelda games have always been so different in each iteration. I love the flying. Replacing your horse for a bird that you could ride on was great, and using the motion controls to fly around the overworld was very pleasant. The story was your typical girls gone missing go save her affair, but it always takes you on a great adventure. Filled with memorable characters and events, it always impresses me how much life and energy they get out of the characters, when all the dialogue is just text. A lot of games do this, but the Zelda games, and particularly Skyward Sword, always manages to achieve this with an extra level of polish. The boss fights are a spectacle of the Zelda games with their great design, and of course the amazingly designed dungeons are always fun and challenging to navigate. Overall, it's a perfect balance of action, exploration and peril that makes Skyward Sword a real standout title for the Wii, and one that everyone can enjoy, especially this Christmas.
So, Zelda the Skyward Sword. So why that one then? Out of all the Zeldas, why the Skyward Sword?
I suppose, I mean, I love them all, like, don't get me wrong, they're all amazing, but this one was the last one that I really played and got into. I mean, obviously I love the others, but this one, yeah, I mean, it could get a little bit, I feel like it was getting a bit repetitive towards the end. Like it felt like, okay, they're drawing this out a little bit too much.
Keep going back to the same places all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I've got to collect another 3 things to open this magical door, after you've already collected 9 other magical things to open said door. So it was kind of a bit of, you know, but the characters and the overall setting, like, really saved it, and I really felt connected to the characters. I really enjoyed the presentation. The colours were great. You know, they obviously they choose a different colour palette and style for each kind of Zelda game, and
yeah, I thought the style for this one was really good. It kind of reminded, like, the vibrant colours of the Wind Waker.
That's right.
But
yeah.
the more, like, let's say, real look of Ocarina of Time, that sort of thing. Yeah,
and that's also what I mean. I know a load of people love the Wind Waker, but, like, I'm not really a fan of the cel shaded ones. Like, well, that is the only cel shaded one, but I'm not really a fan of that. I prefer the look of the Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. So, and this one with the motion controls of the sword, taking a big step, because you needed the Wii Motion Plus, didn't you? Mode? And, like, you know, actually doing the different slashes and the thrusts, like,
and the holding it up for the magic.
That's right. Yeah. It just felt you feel connected to that world just a little bit more. I know it seems a little bit silly, but I really enjoyed that, and they did a real good job of making that, and I can't wait for the new one, whenever that is going to come out on whatever console.
Yeah, it's going to do what the Twilight Princess did, isn't it? It's going to be a Wii U and an NX.
Yeah, whatever that NX is.
Yeah, who knows?
So speculation in the comments below. What is the Nintendo NX? What do you think it's going to be? I've got my inkling that it's going to be a home console, but I've got a horrible feeling that it's going to be discless. I think it might be discless.
You think they might make that?
I think they might do it.
They've got to do something, because if this NX is to go in line with the PS4 and the Xbox One, then, like, every single time they release a new console, they're 2 years behind.
Yeah.
So it's got to do something different, but I don't think discless is the way to go.
Or my other theory is that the Nintendo NX is literally a Nintendo Wii U in a different shaped box, i.e. exactly what they did with the GameCube. The GameCube and the Wii is a GameCube in a white box with a motion control. That's it.
Yeah.
And the reason why it was backwards compatible is because it's the same console. They didn't put a different chipset in there. It's the same thing, just in a different shaped box. So I reckon because the marketing failed so badly for the Wii U, I think that the NX they're going to have another crack at the marketing by putting the Wii U in a different shaped box.
Maybe.
They did it before.
Yeah, they could do it again.
They could do it again.
Where do you think the Wii U gamepad stands then? Do you think that will be usable on the NX?
I think so. I think it'll be compatible with the NX conveniently because it's the same bloody console. So, but that's my theory anyway. Let us know your thoughts below, and also let us know what you think about and what you're looking forward to in the new Zelda game. Which details are kind of sparse about that at the moment.
Yeah,
aren't
next
they?
year-ish.
We think.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the time we've got for today. Don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also check out tomorrow where we've got another Christmas countdown video for you. Christmas countdown videos all the way up until Christmas. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, I've been Bren.
I've been Jay.
And we've been GameGazm.